Hey people out there, if you are one like me who is bored of sending your resume in a traditional Word document with multiple pages and want to look much cooler to the recruiters by sending your resume in single page, this video is for you guys. Hey guys, welcome to Elevate Techie, and in today's video I want to show you how to create a single page resume which I have created for myself. So let's dive in. As you can see here, this is the resume which I have created for myself using the site Figma. The first thing you need to do is that go to figma.com and create an account for yourself using the email ID and the password. And once you create an account, you will be shown with the page like this. So here we want to create a new file. So I'll be selecting design file. And this is the page which you will be loaded with. To start off, we need to create an outer frame for the resume. So for that, we'll be going to the frame, select the frame, and under that select desktop. For this frame, you need to give the height and breadth to which you want it to be. I want my resume width of 1000 and height of 1000. Now the outer frame is created, and next we need to create a small rectangular box to the left corner of the frame. So for that, I'll be going to shapes and I'll select the rectangle and click it at anywhere in the frame. This rectangle I want to fit to the left corner of the frame. So I'll be giving it a width of 218 and height same as the frame's height. And you can adjust this rectangle to the left corner of the frame. Yeah. Next thing is to change the color of the frame. So I'll be setting the color as the one which I have used in this, which is of 50539D. So the color got changed. Next, we need to create the outer circle for this profile picture. So for that, go to shapes, select ellipse and click it anywhere in the frame and draw the circle. So now I want to set the circle width as 220 and height as 220. Also, I want this to be fit at the top left corner of my frame. So I'll be setting the axis values for that as well. I'll give the axis value of x as 52 and y as 12. So you can see that the circle got fit to the top left corner of the page. Next we need to do is create a small inner circle so that you can upload a picture in that circle. So for creating the circle, we'll be doing the same. Go to shapes, select ellipse and try to draw the circle on the frame. And now I want this circle to be a bit smaller than the one which I have created previously. So what I'll do is I'll give the width as 200, bit smaller than the one which I have given previously, and height as 200. And if you want to merge the circle here, you can change the color of the circle to white so that won't be highlighted in the circle. I'll set the color as FF. Next, I'll be dragging this circle to the outer circle to fit into it. So you can see through the lines, it is showing you that the circle got fit in this. And now we need to upload the image into the circle. So for uploading the image, I'll be going to fill option here and click on it. And under this drop down, you can select as image so that you can upload it. Now it is asking you to choose the image which you want to upload. Select the picture which you want to upload and click on open. So you see that the picture got uploaded. And also we do have few other options here. If you select the fill option, it will fill that image in the circle. And if you want the image, total image to be fit into the circle, you can select the option of fit. So we are done with this profile picture. Now let's create this rectangular boxes. So for that, what I'll do is create a rectangle first. And you can drag it to the top of the frame so that it will fit into it. And you can give the width and the height of this rectangle as much as you require. And we are going to change the color of this rectangle to the similar one which we have added to this rectangle. I'll be giving it as 50539D. So now we got the rectangle created. and we need to create these small white boxes. So for that, go to shapes, select rectangle and draw a small rectangle, and you can give the height of this rectangle as the same one we have given for this rectangle. So it is of 27. I'll be giving the same height for this rectangle, 27, so that it will merge to its height. Now drag this rectangle to the top of the frame and align it with the outer rectangle and reduce the width so that it will look in a similar fashion as we have created here. Now for this rectangular box, I'll be changing the color to FF. So now you can see we got a small gap created here successfully. So we are going to follow the same process here. I'm going to copy this rectangular box and paste it. Adjust this rectangular box so that it will create a gap. I'll be doing it for 3 to 4 rectangles. Now we are done with this. Later we want to create these hexagons. So for creating the hexagon, go to shapes and select the polygon and click it anywhere on the frame, and here give the size as 6 so that it will be converted to hexagon, and I'll be rotating that 90 degrees. Now what you need to do is adjust this hexagon in the similar fashion so that we can create a pattern like this. First hexagon, I'll be moving to the top of the frame, and you can copy that and paste it. In the similar way, by copying and pasting the hexagons, we can create a pattern similar to this. So let me just copy and paste these hexagons. So I have completed creating the pattern of the hexagons in a similar fashion. Now what you need to do is fill the color of the hexagon. I'll be filling the alternative hexagons with the blue shade I have used here. I'll be selecting the first hexagon and filling it with the blue, and I'll keep it as the one which it is right now, and I'll fill the alternative one as the blue. And for the remaining hexagons, what you can do is, instead of filling the color, if you want to show in your resume that you have some skills on the tools, you can upload the image of the same tools here. So you can select the hexagon, click on fill, and then go to the drop down and select image, and you can choose the image of the tool which you want to show it here. Let's say me as a tester, I am good with the Selenium. So I'll be uploading the image as Selenium. Click on open and I'll set it as fit. Now I want to rotate it. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, so it looks fine now. So in the similar fashion, you can upload the images for all these hexagons with the images of the tools which we want to show in your resume. We are done with the hexagon pattern. Now I want to add a little border for this hexagon so that they look in a separate way. So for that, I'll be adding a stroke and also effect. Effect I'm selecting as drop shadow so that it is giving me a little effect to look much nicer. And later we need to add the name of the resume. So for that, I'm going to select a text and select the position. Add the text. You can change the font of the text under this drop down. So you can select whatever font you want, and also you can change the size of the text accordingly. So we are done with the name. Later, I'll be adding the designation. So for adding the designation also, what you can do is select the text and drag it over the one which I have created above, and you can add a designation. So let's say software engineer, and I want it to be little smaller than my name. So I'll be adjusting the size of the text. Yeah, it's visible now, so I'm fine with that. Next, I want to add the email ID. So before that, in this, I want to show that it is an email ID through the small Gmail icon. So for adding the Gmail icon, you need to go to Shapes, select Eclipse, add a small circle, and in this circle, you need to fill it with the image. So you need to upload this circle with the image. So I'm selecting the Gmail logo and I'll feed the image. So now you got the Gmail logo here. Now I'll be dragging this Gmail logo just below my designation. Now you can add this email using the text format. So go to text, select the text and add the text with the email ID. And you can change the size and the font of the text in the similar fashion. In the similar fashion, you can add this phone icon with the circle and upload the phone icon logo, and you can add your mobile number using the text. Let's see how to create this icon. So for doing that, first I'll be selecting a rectangle and you can drag that here and let me adjust the width. Now I'll be selecting the ellipse and try to draw a circle and I'll drag it to the rectangle which I have created and I'll adjust the size of the circle. So in this way you can create this icon, and later to add the about me you can add it through the text. You can add the text here, drag it and add as about me, and you can change the font of the text and increase the size. Let me drag it a little near to this icon. Yeah. So here you can add the text about yourself. So you can add all the experience you have and what you have worked on. So all those can be added under this. And later let's see how to create this pattern. So for creating the pattern, I'll be selecting a rectangle first. Now let's drag this rectangle and try to rotate it so that it will fit to the corner. And let me also adjust the width of the rectangle. And you can fit it here. Yeah. So in the similar way, for creating this pattern, I'll be adding another rectangle just by copying it and pasting it, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And now you can just rotate this rectangle and adjust the height. So after you are done with this, now you need to select the ellipse and create a small circle and add it to the top of this and adjust to the required size. So in this way we can successfully create it. Now let me copy the same circle and paste it, and I'll be dragging to the down. Yeah. So I'll be copying the same rectangle and pasting it and follow the same pattern of rotating it until I get this particular pattern. So now we are done with this pattern. Later what we need is add the education. So this education part you can add it in a similar fashion as you added for the text, and then add this education details over here through the text. And this rectangle can be copied from the above rectangle. So now let's see how to add the experience part. for that, first I'll be copying this icon and drag it over. Now I'll be rotating it to the 180 degrees. Now I'll be moving this circle to the right side instead of the left. And you can add it here. Now let's add the blue color to this rectangle and ellipse. So I'll be filling it with the 505390. Okay. So now what we need to add is an experience tab here. So for that I'm going to use the text here. Text box. And let me add as experience. So let me change the font and adjust the size. So now we are done with adding the experience. If you want this text to look much prettier, you can add the text color similar to the one with the blue shade. So we can change the color of the text as well, which is of 505390. So now you can see that it is aligning in a much better way. If you want it in a much darker shade, you can change the shade always. Just click on this wheel and you can drag it everywhere and see which one fits more. So in this way we can change the color, and later what we need to add is these rectangular boxes. So for adding the rectangular boxes, I'm going to shapes and select the rectangle, and you can add a rectangle with the required width you want. So this is the width I want it to be, and later you can change the color of the rectangle. So let me change the color of the rectangle. So this is the color I prefer to put it for my rectangle. Okay. So now what you're going to do is create two similar rectangles in this manner. So for that I'm going to copy it and paste it and align it with the previous one. You can change the size of the rectangle based on the experience of it. So for example, let's say in this organization I have worked it for the more number of years, let's say 3 years. So I have kept it as the larger size, and later I have worked only for 5 months in this organization. So I have kept it a small size rectangle. So in the similar fashion, based on your experience, you can change the size of the rectangle. Also, you can add the different shade of the color to the rectangle so that it can differentiate your experience from the organization. So in the similar way, let me create another rectangle. And I'm going to align it with the previous one, and you can change the size. So let me also change the color of the rectangle. Okay. Yeah. So in this way we have created a rectangle. Now we need to create these pointers. So for that, what you can do is go to shapes. Now select polygon and drag the polygon anywhere in the frame. So now we get the polygon and change the size to 4. So that you got a rhombus shape here. What you can do is drag this rhombus to the rectangles so that it will be adjusted as a pointers. So you can see it got adjusted. Now what we need to do is fill this rhombus with the same color as the rectangle. So I'm going to copy this color and fill the rectangle with the same color. So in this similar fashion, you can create 2 other rhombuses for these 2 rectangles. I'm going to copy it, Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and paste it, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So now we are done with creating the rhombus. Let me also fill the same color. So now you can see that we have created a similar pattern as we done here. And for adding these lines, go to shapes and select as line, and you can draw the line here. And this line also you can change the color to the similar one. So it looks pretty. So let me copy the same line and paste it. And I'll be changing the color also. So now we are done with adding lines. Next, what we need to do is add the organization details. So for adding these organization details, you can just select the text here and add the text box to the top of these lines. So here you can add the organization name which you have worked on. Let me adjust the size of the text. Yeah, that looks good. So what I'm going to do is drag it to be aligned with the line. Yeah, that's fine. So now below the organization, you can also add the years which you have worked in that organization. Let's say I have worked from January 2015 to July 2018. And I don't want these both to look in the similar size. So what I'm going to do is reduce the size of the experience years. Let me keep it as 10. Yeah, that looks fine. In this way, you can add your organization details to the lines above using this text box. So we are done with this experience now, and later we are left with adding of skills I possess and interest. So for adding this skills I possess, we will be copying this icon. For copying it, let me click on it. So you can see here it is an ellipse and the rectangle. I'm going to select both of them and then Ctrl V so that it will be pasted, and let me drag it here. So you can see here we got another icon, and in the similar fashion you can create the other icon to be added here. And what I'm going to do is this circle should be to the left to me, not to the right. So I'll be dragging it to the left side, and then I'm dragging it to the right corner of the frame. So yeah, now we got the icons. We need to add skills I possess and the interest. So for that I'm using the text box to add the skills I possess. Skills I possess. Let me change the size of the text. Yeah, that looks good. Now, if you want this text to be in the same color as the one which we have used for the experience, you can change the color of the text as well. So I'm going to give the same color which I have added it for the experience text. So in the similar way, you can copy this and paste it so that it will come under the interest. So in this way, you have added the skills I possess and interest. Now under the skills I possess, we need to add the list of the skills. So for that, what you can do is, let me add a skill name first. So for adding the skill name, I am using the text box. Let's say my skill is of automation testing. And let me change the color of the text as well. I'll be using the same as the skills I possess. Now I'm going to change the size of the text as well. Yeah, so this looks good. So let me add it under the skills I possess. Now for showing how much expertise I was in that skill, I'm going to take 1 to 10 rating. So I'm going to give myself a rating of out of 1 to 10 how much expertise I was in that skill. So you need to create 10 rhombuses, and based on the expertise you're going to change the color of those rhombus. So let me create a rhombus first. Let me go to shapes and select a polygon and click the polygon anywhere. Now change the size to 4. So you got a rhombus here. So what you can do is minimize the size of it and just paste it aligned to the skill you have added. Now let me change this color of the skill. I'll be adding a blue color. Yeah. So in this way I created a rhombus and I'm going to copy it and paste it. You can see here it is showing you the alignment also automatically so that you can drag it easily. In the similar way, let's copy this and paste again. So for this automation testing, I want to give my rating as 9 out of 10. So what I need to do is create a 9 rhombuses of the blue color and one rhombus with the different color. So let me copy and paste it. So I'm done with creating the 9 rhombus. Now what I'll do is I'll create a one more one and I'm going to change the color of it. So here I'm going to add it as a gray color. Let's say I'm going to take color of this hexagon and going to add it for this rhombus. And also what we can do is that we can add the stroke so that it will have a border for it. Now when you add the stroke, you can see it is much more visible. And also if you feel like you want to add the effects, you can add this drop shadow effect as well, which will look pretty good. So in this way we can add all the skill sets we have and rate ourselves using this rhombuses. And later we are left with this interest icons. So under the interest you can add your own interest, and mine is of always learning the new things. So I have created a small icon showing of learning using a circle, and then added this learning using the text box. You can do the same. Go to shape, select ellipse, click it on the frame, and you can drag it under the interest and you can fill it with the image. You can add any image whatever you want. So for the time being I'm adding just this cucumber image just for a sample one, and I'm changing it to fit. So you can see here the image got added, and now what we can do is add a name for your interest using this text box. Learning, and you can add like the list of interest which you want to show in your resume, and later we are left with this education and certificates. So for adding the education and certificates we need these small icons, arrow icons, and let me copy the one from here. And also if you want to these icons to be much more visible, you can change the color of these rectangles as well. So let me change the rectangle color to FFF. Yeah, now you can see that it is much more pretty. Now what I'm going to do is copy this rectangle and ellipse icon and drag it here. Now I can add my education text. So I'll be adding the text box and give it as education. So now you can add your education under this, and here I have added a small logo saying education. You can add this using this small circle, like you can add a circle and upload the image in a similar fashion we have done here, and add your education details. And the last we are left with is the certifications. So if you have any certifications, you can add the certifications under this, or else if you doesn't have any certification, you can fill up that with the projects which you have worked on. So for this we'll be copying this icon. Let me copy it and paste it, and for adding the certifications I'll be using the text. I'll create a text box and I'll add it as certifications. I'll just change the size and let me align the arrow. So now here, if you want to add this certifications, I have used the hexagon, or else if you want to use the circle also, that is fine. You can choose whatever that looks pretty for you. And for creating an hexagon, go to size, select polygon and try to create a polygon in the frame. And now we can change the size to 6. So you got the hexagon created, and I'm going to drag it under my certifications. So I want to fit the another hexagon, so I'm going to reduce the size. And for this, you can add the image of the certifications using this fill. Under the fill, you can select the image option and you can choose the image, whatever image you want. And then click on open. So in this way, you can add the certifications as well. So once you have completed all this process, so it pretty much looks similar to this. So this is how you create a single page resume. And once you are done with creating the resume, you need to export this image. So for exporting it, what you can do is you go to the left side, select the desktop, then you get the option of export desktop one. So here you have different kinds of format in which you can export. You can export as PNG, JPG or PDF or SVG. So you can select whatever you want and export this. So when you click on this export desktop, it downloads you this particular image in the format. And so you can see that the image got downloaded. So in this way, we can create a single page resume using this website of figma.com. Hope you guys enjoyed doing this. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching the video. Do let me know your views in the comment section. Hope you learned something new today. Please do like, share and subscribe the channel and see you in the next video.